Hey guys, welcome. You're about to see a video that's really stupid. It's terrible. We're going to go through three different sets I did in one night, and my friend Joel is going to join me.
It's making me fucking
This is so hard for me to watch. Like, it's kind of clever.
It's not clever at all. It gets too rambling. It's a weird observation that you've seen on one tram one time.
No, I saw it. I see it.
This is really great from a delusional standpoint. Floundering. Like absolutely
terrible. I gotta go soon.
Yeah, thank God.
And I rode there on my motorbike. Don't know if that's handy. It's really taken the life out of me. Welcome to my channel. This week, my video is going to be a bit different. Basically, Jayden May followed me around and we recorded 3 sets in one night in Melbourne. And so basically...
3 sets?
3 sets.
In one night?
3 comedy sets.
That never happened. It's comedy what?
Sets,
yeah,
I said. 3 stand-up comedy sets in one night.
One night.
And so Joel and I...
That's huge. That's huge.
That's a fair bit.
Yes.
How many did you do in one night when you did your little comedy days, Joel?
About 7.
Fuck off. Yeah, my friend Joel and I, we're going to go through the sets. We're going to see what jokes work where and all that kind of stuff. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of video. You're going to see me fail. Our friend Elliot said one of my videos where I do 3 gigs in one night, he goes, I was not comfortable with seeing you fail. So, anyway.
I am.
If
anything, Joel I want to see bombs.
Joel's going to be...
I want to see it just turn to absolute shit. I really do.
So, yeah, let's get into it. So Joel, this is me riding the motorbike. Do you like that?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
How long does that go?
It's kind of like 3 minutes.
Okay, great.
I ride my motorbike to stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
that's quite different to most.
It's unique, actually.
Yeah.
Some people take the train or the tram or the bus.
Yeah, and it sounds good.
No, it does.
You like the sound.
Yeah, I need a 4-minute point of view shot of you driving.
On the beach tonight. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, first stop was Bod Riggy, one of my favourite breweries, favourite places. So yeah, nice venue. Hey Joel.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, you see when I would walk up the stairs.
Good. Yeah, it was almost. It's like shades of the start of Terminator 2 when he walks into that bar. Far too long. This all needs to be cut out. It's like the problem with Nick is he needs an editor.
Yeah, and I am the editor.
Yeah.
Going on, unlike you chaps, you can see that I've got a wonky head. It's wonky. I got a haircut. I used to have a big afro, and I got a haircut a couple of weeks ago, and I said to my friends, "Hey, I'm worried I won't look funny anymore," and they're like, "Nah, dude." Yeah. So I started off. That's my new opener.
Right.
You'll see that I did the afro bit there. Right. I cut my hair, and you heard the very minimal response to that bit. And they're like, nah, dude.
Didn't work at all.
Did not work at all. Yeah, it worked a little bit.
There's also that, but then also there is, why are you wearing a pop punk wallet chain? That's another...
Well, I lost my wallet. That's the only one I had.
Okay.
So that's... I've cut that out in the next set.
Right.
And it flows better into this bit. Yeah, I got a wonky head, and I get jealous of people who don't have wonky heads. Like I saw, have you guys seen the leader of the Australian neo-Nazi party, Thomas Sewell? I saw him, I was like, handsome guy. Right, you know what I mean? Like, why's he got to be handsome? Like, what a waste of a good head. He had his whole life laid out in front of him with his beautiful face, and he chose to waste it being the leader of a neo-Nazi party. You know, like, you look at me, and if I was the head of a neo-Nazi party, I'd be like, I get it. The whole world's been against that guy ever since he was born. You
got to fucking hate somebody, right?
That's what I needed to get to quicker.
Right.
The bit where I go, if you saw that I was the head of a neo-Nazi party,
Yeah.
then you'd be like, yeah, I get it.
Right.
You know, that's the... So, yeah, I needed to get to that quicker. And that bit's been going well. I get to it a lot quicker now.
What, better than that?
Yeah, that was good.
It was all right. It was like...
It went good, I reckon.
It was flailing a little bit.
And then I thought, oh, well, at least he's not as funny as me. He might be more handsome, but he's not as funny. And then I saw him in an interview go, Heil Australia. And I was like, fuck! That's the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard. Heil Australia. Could you imagine Australia during a blitzkrieg? That's like... we'd all do meth and then just listen to Eminem on a Bluetooth. Anyone got the chocolate milk? Yeah.
That Eminem Bluetooth bit,
Right.
I
don't get
I'm
it.
not really comfortable with, like, it's okay, but it's punching down.
But I
You know, like meth heads.
don't get it.
Yeah, that's why it's very 50-50.
Right.
Because it's kind of like a thing, you know, you see like a meth head on public transport. They usually listen to Eminem on a Bluetooth quite up loud.
Okay.
And, you know, drinking chocolate milk.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Neither of those things are relatable to me.
Yeah.
I've never seen a meth head listen to Eminem.
Okay.
Not a huge fan of chocolate
All
milk.
right,
I've
well,
never seen it on public transport
well, that's
at all.
you.
Yeah,
it
but
got a good
this-
laugh. These people did.
Yeah, but that's...
But I'm just saying it only worked in this situation.
And I'm clearly not the target market.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I've got you on side, guys. Hey, tell you what, I just moved out to the burbs, and it rules. I used to live here. I moved out to the burbs. It's so sick, but I've learnt one thing. Has anyone ever seen a lazy Italian woman? There's heaps of Italian ladies on the street. They are moving quick. Right? They move with intent, like wow. And it seems the older they get, the more they fucking move. Then they move around carrying lemons and shit. It rules. It's so beautiful. It's so impressive. You know. Italian men though couldn't move any slower. By the time they'd lit a cigarette, I've watched Godfather 1, 2, and 3. Mamma mia. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, Nick, you can make these jokes because of your Italian background. But I don't have an Italian background. I'm just a prick. Welcome to Anglo culture, where we generalise. My culture, yeah, fuck it, gotta woo. Yeah, too far, brother. Just joking. We'll talk after this. That Thomas Sewell guy, pretty handsome.
Yeah. So this Italian women bit thing has been going really good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's been going great.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've tightened it up a fair bit.
But is this from something that you've actually seen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I live in the burbs now, and I don't know, it's relatable, isn't it?
There's two bits in
You
a row
ever seen Italian-
I've never seen. I haven't seen it.
The fuck?
I haven't seen it. And then the thing is,
I thought you knew about comedy. You started comedy with me.
Like good comedy, I know about.
Yeah.
But there was also a thing where you were struggling, and then what you did is you had a call back to the Nazi guy. Out of trouble.
No, I don't know if I was struggling there. Well, there was some pretty good laughs.
I wouldn't say it's delusional that you thought that bit was good. I'm just thinking that it's not as good as you think it was. So hang on. So just don't hit anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch this 3 times, right?
Yeah.
I'm the lucky man that's going to watch this 3 times.
Yeah.
And they do get better?
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully, right? Fingers crossed.
Guys, I'm tired of stuff that's overrated, right? Are you guys tired of this? Are you guys tired of how much people talk how impressive the fish are in the Mariana Trench? People are talking up these fish all the time, you know? Because for those who don't know what the Mariana Trench is, it's just part of the ocean that's 11 kilometres deep. And people are like, oh, how do they survive with those pressures? Whoa! I was like, anyone can withstand physical pressures. Like, none of those fish are in debt. None of those fish are awaiting a parking fine from when they parked in a no standing zone in front of a brothel, and it's definitely going to get mailed to their wife. Fuck the Mariana Trench, and fuck all the fish in it. Fuck the Mariana Trench, and fuck all the fish in it.
All right, well, I got a laugh out of him. Far out. Old David Stratton here can has really, come out of his shell
Yeah,
here.
that wasn't too bad actually.
Yeah.
I like that one. That was good.
Yeah, that's a stable bit.
Yeah.
I came up with it. I've always been just obsessed with the Mariana Trench.
Yeah.
And those fish that you can see through them, the glow in the dark ones.
All the ones with lights on their head.
But that one, the ones with the lights on their head.
Yeah.
And but I usually don't try out new stuff when I'm opening for somebody. But Duncan Trussell's crowd were that good, man.
Okay.
That I was able to work that bit out while opening for him.
Okay.
So I'd start off with an old bit,
Yeah.
and then so that bit's a stable bit. That bit will end up in the festival show this year.
Okay.
I'd say Italian Women might.
Okay.
I think it will.
Yeah, right. Well, it's,
And then
at the moment. But then is there Mariana's Trench? Is there like a James Cameron angle that you can go for there because he went down there?
Yeah, but see, this is it. You don't know about Italian Women. You don't know about Eminem Bluetooth, but you know about James Cameron.
Yeah, because he went all the way to the bottom.
That's so niche.
He went, and there was that South Park episode where they went down.
I know. Yeah, great. All right, moving.
Randy Newman was down
Moving
there.
along.
Your move, Attenborough.
I'll put that little bit at the end, your move, Attenborough, which doesn't make sense in any way, but it kind of does.
Yeah.
I don't know how I understand it, but I like that I did that.
Can you just play that again? Did you get a laugh? No, don't button off.
Oh.
Your move, Attenborough.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. I think that the tell is with these jokes or that punchline.
Yeah.
Your move, Attenborough.
Is when you make that. Where is it? When you make that dumb face.
Yeah.
That's a man that's not committed to the bit.
Yeah.
No, that's a man that's not committed to the joke.
That's my character.
It's like it's a wince.
Well, I'm not.
You should own the fucking joke.
No. I'm talking about the Mariana Trench.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about my life.
And then you bring up Attenborough for clearly no reason. Because the only reason you brought up, you buttoned off now. Oh no, back on now. The reason that you bring up Attenborough is because he's a documentarian.
Mm.
Other than that, there's no context to the joke.
Yeah.
And then you do the wincing face.
Yeah.
Is that bit in the next?
Welcome to comedy.
Your move, Attenborough. I'm gonna go soon, guys. Speaking of brothels, the other day I was in a waiting room in a brothel, and I saw this crazy thing. I saw that they had merch. And it's fine. There's no shame in going to a brothel or anything like that. But why would you want to outwardly tell a bunch of strangers you don't know that you've been to a brothel? I pointed to it and I said to my brother, that could ruin your marriage. That's a new one. What do you give that out of 10? It's not very good, is it? So I'll pull back and reveal my brother's there. But it would be cool if he was. I miss him. But no, he's not dead. He just lives in Sydney. But
that brothel bit.
Yeah.
The whole point of the joke is, I'm sitting at the brothel and I'm like, why would you tell anybody that you've been to a brothel?
Right.
And I'm telling everybody.
That you went to one.
Yeah, that I went to one. And it's never worked, man. And that's the only thing I like about filming sets like this.
Yeah.
Is that's the first. I mean, that's not the first. I've tried it 10 times, didn't work, and then this was the first time I put the pullback and reveal in that my brother's there.
Yeah.
And then and then it went good there, and then that's the last time it's gone good.
Okay.
It's going in the bin.
Okay.
It's in the bin.
Yeah, I would put it in the bin.
It's terrible because it's kind of clever.
It's not clever at all. It gets too rambling. There's like you're all over the map towards the end of it, and it's like it's someone who's scrambling to try and find something that's funny.
Yeah.
And the merch bit,
yes,
it's funny. The merch bit of going to a brothel, you go to King's Court, the Golden Apple, the Black Cat.
I don't know the names of them all.
These are famous brothels in Sydney.
Yeah.
But
the
merch angle is funny, but the brother thing is like. I get it.
Yeah.
I could see how some people. I think the people that would laugh at that would laugh at the chocolate milk and the M&M.
Yeah, well, I think the coolest thing about this is I'll never get that back. That joke will never be funny again.
Yeah,
but I'm glad I got that on camera.
What?
Yeah,
because it's unfunny.
No, because I got the one time when it was good.
I've been watching a lot of movies lately. I'm a big movie head.
Now, before we get into this,
Yeah.
I just want to tell you this is a joke I wrote this day.
Okay.
And I just tried it out.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this in all 3 sets.
Okay.
And yeah, I want you to see how it.
AI is nuts now, isn't it? Like I saw this thing today, is Hollywood has bought the rights to this AI thing because, like now you just have captions or you overdub something in a different language. But now you can change the whole race in AI, the whole cast. So if you want to have, if a Malaysian person wants to watch Oppenheimer, they can change it so the whole cast is Malaysian. And they can also learn that, whoa, that's too long. And it's great, but what I found out is they don't let you swap races, which is annoying because I just want to enjoy 12 Years a Slave. So many true historical movies you can watch as a white guy and feel good, It's just because to swap things. All right, what's
So yeah, man, that was what I wrote that day.
Right.
You can tell.
Yeah.
But the Oppenheimer bit. I did this probably 3 weeks ago or something. I don't know. And it's been going good. And then I can't really the 12 Years a Slave swap the races thing. I haven't got it right yet.
Right.
But yeah. Anyway, that's what I thought. It's got legs.
No, I don't think it.
I think it's got so much legs.
I think the thing is, there is no way you can stick the landing on anything like that. It's not going to work.
I think you're probably right.
No,
I think you are right.
I think there's no way to finesse that. There's nothing that you can say that is going to get any laughs. It's not going to bring any value to any set.
Challenge.
The whole thing, like the one of the best bits in this thing, the best bit was you alluding to the fact that Oppenheimer's too long.
Yeah, that goes good.
That's too long.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, it's the first go of it.
Yeah.
God damn it! You like the Italian women stuff, right? I like the race shit. Fuck. Guys, I've got 2 problems in my life, right? 2 problems right now I'm going to tell you guys about. Number 1, keep forgetting about smoothies, right? I'm in a cafe and I'm on my 3rd coffee and I'm like, I look up at the menu, I'm like, fuck, I could have had a smoothie, right? The smoothies are so good. Smoothies are amazing because it's like the fun of juice, yet the viscosity of dairy. It's awesome, right? My other problem is, due to the testicular cancer I had 3 years ago, I recently found out that I can't bear children. It's the only thing I could give to my wife, and every time I see a family, I sit in my car and I cry. Isn't it crazy how bad things come in twos? No, just joking.
So man, this is one's a stable bit that's going to go in the show.
Okay.
The 2 problems bit. Here you can see that I'm still working out the second bit, and it's too dark, like the second bit. But it's one of those ones that I can tell you like and comics like because it's so dark and fucked at the end. But now I've figured out a punchline that it's still dark, but the punchline goes like, "Hey, okay. both have got the viscosity. One hasn't got the juice."
But has it got enough to give the audience that release that they need? Because that is very dark, and that is the reason that it's dark is it's grounded in so much reality.
Yeah. That's it.
That is.
Yeah, but I kind of delivered it shitty there as well.
Right.
I usually deliver it a bit better. Okay. But anyway, that's a stable one. Okay. That'll go on the show. I think when I'm doing my show and there's, fucking 80 to 100 people that know me.
Right.
That'll go a lot better. Once they, at some of these nights you got to be like, hey, there's a bunch of people who don't really know me.
Yeah.
But then again, you're like, oh, should I set up the character a bit better at the start of the set,
Do you mean your character?
Yeah. Also, there's like a lot of jokes here that are based not in reality.
Right.
So when you hit them with reality, sometimes they're like, what am I meant to believe here? Is this a character? Is it real?
And that's the thing, because I just don't think there's as much of a setup in terms of your background or past history for people to know that you actually did have testicular cancer.
Nah, that's good.
And I'm sure your wife's fucking super stoked that you brought that up too. That you're having trouble conceiving.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'll end on this. You guys have been awesome. I went to America recently. Has anyone here been to America? Oh yeah, fuck. What do you think, man? Yeah, it was alright. Yeah, I went to Hawaii, which is like America light, you know. The thing that annoyed me the most, I don't know if this annoyed you, is they got the same gun laws as Australia. I was like, fucking hell, I wanted to fire some guns. You know, like if I was Prime Minister, I would make guns legal. But I'd also have another caveat, and that is you're not allowed to kill anybody with them. Just threaten. Like, it would make the world such a better place. Like, how many of you guys been in this position where you go, hey guys, I'm hungry, what do you say we get a Palmer? And someone always goes, where I'm from, we call him a palmy. Wouldn't it be cool to just go, hey, maybe don't say that again. You know, turn around, walk into the ocean. Oh, it'd be handy in this situation. You know when you're at a bakery, right, and you've been waiting in line for like 20 minutes, and then the guy in front of you finally gets to the front and he does one of these. He goes, whoa. Oh, so hard to choose. Oh. You can shoot them. That's the one more you do get.
Yeah, so you've seen that one before.
I
Just
think
from last year's show.
Yeah, but I think that's...
But I got to close.
Yeah, but I think that's one of your best jokes.
Yeah. It's cool to close with it as well, because I was closing with this one from the previous show.
Right.
And then now that I'm trying to turn over material, I'm trying to do stuff that I'm not sick of anymore. Okay. So anyway, that's from my new special coming out soon.
Hang on, what? Don't touch it.
Yeah.
What special is that from?
The new art one.
The new art one. Okay.
Yeah.
But hang on, but you're still using that to close now?
Yes.
Right. Why?
Because
like, it's not a criticism. I just want to know. If we're going to break down the behind the scenes stuff, why?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess because it does finish so strong every time.
Right.
And I've got this other one about Jurassic Park that I think you've seen before.
Right.
And that goes good, but it's not really a closer bit. You know, so that's the only good one. I just need another closer now.
Okay.
So yeah.
But how long are these sets?
10 minutes.
Okay, right.
15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, great. It feels like an hour, but we'll get through it.
Fuck.
Anyway, guys, I've been your cover. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Alright, I like him more than the rest of you. Get out, show for one. I'll tell you this, I was on a bus.
That went alright. Had to end with an old bit. Got a bit lost in there. I forget fucking what else to say. Anyway, I'll be back soon.
Yeah, so that was Bodrigi, Joel.
Yeah.
What are you giving that one out of 10?
I give it a 6.
6?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty. Yeah, I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
And that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, 6.
And
Definitely a 6.
good venue every Thursday night. Go there.
Yeah, okay. I'm not here to plug it, but there's just a few things that just didn't land for me. Yeah, so I'd be actually really...
You don't know what M&M is or chocolate milk?
I do know.
Yeah, but you've never met an Italian woman before.
No,
they are always moving.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's just a weird kind of... I don't even know if that's a stereotype at this point. Like, I've never seen that.
Anyway, all right, but anyway,
is
that's
it a
good.
suburbs thing?
So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So
it matters for the joke, though.
No, it's just whenever I see Italian women, they're always moving real quick, and they're always doing shit. They're always like moving quick. You never see them just chilling out. In a cafe or at their house or whatever.
At their house?
Yeah. The Italian lady next door, she's old. She's mowing the lawns all the time. She's picking lemons. Anyway, but now moving on to Dirty Secrets, open mic room on Wednesdays and Thursdays. It's quite a small room, so we'll see how it goes, man.
Yeah, I'm
And I know I've got more motorbike footage coming up. I know you love that.
That's what I'm
and there's even this bit where I walk around the motorbike, which is good.
I love this motorbike.
Yeah, that was good. I thought they could have been tough, but they were nice, really nice. Good work by Eddie. The fuel light has been on for so long. I think I'm going to run out of fuel. Oh no. Might be alright.
So yeah, Joel, bit of drama here. I nearly ran out of fuel.
Oh wow!
Lucky this motorbike element is in there.
Yeah, I'm on edge. Yeah. Did you run out of fuel?
No.
No, so you're just like bigging it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll find out.
Oh.
Who knows?
Oh. Stay tuned.
You're next.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you already done one or two?
What?
What was this guy's like description? What do you look like? Do you look like a meth enthusiast? Nick Kemper!
Yeah, hey, how's it going, guys? Good? Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. That's a cool thing to happen. I know, I wish I was like when I was backpacking around, no one bought my socks. I prayed to buy someone else's socks.
So a bit of context for you there, Joel.
Yeah. And for everyone, not just for me. For everyone.
Yeah, for everyone actually. Yeah, good. It's
Yeah,
good.
you got to bring the deer in. Yeah.
But the there was a bunch of backpackers in the crowd,
Right.
and one had just told a story that he sold his socks to somebody.
Great.
Yeah, he was an attractive guy, and they bought his socks. So anyway.
No. Why do you try to bail out? Like, why would you keep that in though? That's what I want to know. Because there's no context to that.
I know.
You just gave the context.
Well, now I've got context.
Yeah, but are you going to show that before or after the joke?
Don't know.
Because if you show it after, no one's going to laugh.
Yeah, but the laugh's there.
Yeah, but no one outside of that room understands.
This video is going to go for 4 hours if you keep talking.
Yeah, but you haven't contextualized. You haven't contextualized
after
it at all.
each bit.
Yeah, no. I want to get the whole point of this whole thing is to drill down into the nuts and bolts of 3 sets in one night to progressively get better as you
and that's
move
what
along.
I just gave context.
Yeah,
to that.
after the fucking joke. Like that's the whole thing. Like people are going to be out there
I'll
going.
put it before then.
Yeah, no, I think you should. I'll tell you what. Here's what you should. No.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, guys, look, I'm just going to address it right now. I got a wonky head. You know what I mean? It's not like a good head. You know, it's fine. It gets me about. But, you know, like, I get jealous of people that have nice heads. And, you know, like, do you guys see the leader of the Australian neo-Nazi party, Thomas Sewell? Handsome guy. Right, you know what I mean? I'm looking at him like, why does the guy have to waste such a nice face? You know, like he had the whole world ahead of him, and he chose to be a Nazi. Like that's so annoying for a guy like me. You know, like if you saw that I was the head of a neo-Nazi party, you go, oh, I get it.
So yeah, I get to it quicker then,
Right.
and I do it even quicker now.
Right.
To get to it, but yeah, you can see the difference that it makes that I cut out the afro bit.
Yeah, but then also, how many people are in this crowd?
Like 10?
Yeah, because that's the problem as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It got a better reaction in the first one because there was more people.
Yeah.
This one, I think the setup and the punchline were much better.
Yeah.
But because there's 4 people in the crowd, you say 10, there's 6, right?
No, there's 10.
There's 10.
There was like 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there was more, but that's being, you know.
Oh yeah, the people at the bar.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think what, you know, if we're gonna look at this and drill down into it, I think the pacing was much better.
And what, you just proved that you can count.
The pacing's much better, but the after you delivered the punchline, it was like it sounded like there was 4 people.
Yeah.
So I actually prefer the reaction.
There was an establishing shot that shows.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Did we move through that?
Yeah.
Was Do we skip through that to watch fucking 47 minutes of motorbike footage?
Yeah, we
it's
did
great.
that, yeah.
It's a crusty demons.
The guy's not going to be funnier than me, right? He's not going to be funnier than me. But then he said in an interview, Heil Australia. And I was like, fuck. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's so funny. Right? Imagine Australia during a blitzkrieg. You know, they give us meth and then we just put on M&M and drink like chocolate milk. You know.
Yeah, so
I don't like that joke. I don't get it. I just don't.
Yeah,
it's not working.
I'm with you.
It's not working for me. It's borderline like it's either so niche that only certain people understand it, or it you know, and you know, this is a safe space.
Yeah.
Or it's not a joke.
Yeah. No, but also
it's a weird. No. Let me talk.
Also,
it's a weird observation that you've seen on one tram one time.
No, I saw it. I see it all the time.
How?
There's going to be so many comments.
Yeah,
about
right
that.
in and tell me how many times you've seen someone drinking a chocolate milk, listening to Eminem on a Bluetooth speaker on a tram or any type of public transport. Never seen it in my life.
Man, yep.
You've
only been living in Melbourne for like 6 months.
Yeah, but I've caught public transport in other cities around the world.
Okay.
And,
wow, Carmen San Diego here.
Yeah, because like, I don't know, it's weird having a head that's so divisive, you know, like a head that people just don't trust. Like I don't know if you guys have been on a plane, they're cool, and they're so cool.
I don't know why I put that plane bit in there. I don't know, man. I thought, maybe it's funny if I just talk about how cool planes are. But anyway, then it leads into this next bit.
And I was on this plane, and you know, the lady says at the start, they go, during the in-flight demonstration, put your phones down. I was like staring at the lady, concentrating on her doing the in-flight demonstration, and then she looks at me and she goes, you can go on your phone. You're weird. You got a weird head. You got a wonky head. Stop looking at me.
Yeah, so that's a stable bit that flows into it's still about the weird head.
I get that.
There's a stable bit that flows.
No, but like I don't understand why she said that you can still stay on your phone.
Oh, because I got a weird head. She's like, stop staring at me. It's weird.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. No, hang on. I didn't.
Yeah.
Stop trying to button off every time we try to get into a decent conversation about it. Because I'm trying to understand. If I don't understand it, there's going to be some other people out there that don't understand it.
Yeah.
So I didn't...
a minority.
So you've got a weird head.
Yeah.
And then she just says to you, don't... It's fine.
Yeah. You can go on your phone.
Okay.
You can go on your phone. You know. Yeah.
Right. And that bit's funny.
Yeah, it goes good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a stable bit.
I'm sure that the 7 people...
Well, they all laughed.
Yeah,
that's 100% success rate.
I've been reading up on anxiety lately, and my friend told me that anxiety is the fear of what you'll do. So when normal fear is what happens from the outside, but anxiety is fear from the inside. So if you're on a balcony, you might fear that the balcony might give way and fall off. But someone with anxiety, their fear is that they can jump over the balcony. It's like their fear is their freedom. And I was like, whoa, that still doesn't explain why I can't do my tax return. Anyway, fuck, right?
So this bit I'm 50-50 on. I've made it a lot better now. It works. Yeah, I've made it a lot better, but...
In the next bit or just in general?
Just in general.
Right, because that wasn't great.
No. It's 50-50. The setup's too long. It needs like a couple of...
It's 1090. Like, it's fucking... It's a horror show, to be honest with you. It's like...
But also, another reason why this did not go good. Number one, I fucked it.
Yeah.
Number two,
there's 10 people in the crowd and
they're all backpackers. Yeah. So they're like, no.
You guys are all backpackers. You've never done your tax. Yeah. Speaking of brothels, right? I was in a waiting room in a brothel, and I saw this, right? I saw that they had merch, and you know, like that's fine. There's no shame in going to a brothel, but I just thought, you know, who would outwardly tell a bunch of strangers that they've been to a brothel, you know? And yeah, it's just a bit odd, you know. Like, yeah, I pointed to it and I said to my brother, like, that could ruin your marriage, you know. Yeah. No, he wasn't there. I'll miss him. But no, he's not dead. He just lives in Sydney. But I don't know if any of these are good. Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was hard to watch. That's hard to watch.
That was very
hard to watch.
You're like floundering. Like absolutely
terrible.
And you're doing that thing where you are trying to move fast. There's a lot of head movements, a lot of jerky head movements. I don't know what's going on, all that kind of stuff.
Because I've cut this out because I did the Mariana Trench bit beforehand and it went good.
Right.
We don't need to see that again. We know it's good.
I actually like some good content. Yeah. So far, it's been...
No, well, this is the truth. This is what it's like doing open mics.
No, I get it, and it's so good, and it's in front of 10 people, and it's an amicable thing, and you're brave, and they need to hear this, and the backpackers, I'm sure, talk about to this day. That was uncomfortable. Yeah. That was very uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah, that was like, that got us.
So that's why...
That's what
I was talking about. That's what I was talking about before, is that other time it went good was the only time it's gone good.
Just out of curiosity, does the third show get better?
Yeah.
How many people are sitting?
Well, you can fucking make up your own mind.
Well, I'm trying to.
Yeah, so where are you from?
Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah, cool, man. Do you hear about this new AI thing that's happening?
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts, dude. Hollywood just bought this thing, and what they do is they can just make an entire film into a different race now.
Oh.
So someone Malaysian can go, I want to watch Oppenheimer in Malaysian, right? And the whole cast will be Malaysian, and then the whole of Malaysia will also say, hey, that movie's too long. But what's annoying to me is you still can't swap the races. Like, I want to watch a period piece or an old movie and not feel guilty as a white guy, you know what I mean? I want to watch 12 Years a Slave and go, cool, that was cool. Like, I feel good, you know what I mean? Like, it's so hard to watch stuff as a white guy, like a historical thing. You know, if we could just swap it around, fuck. It's a new one. You guys came all the way from a different country to see me, tell shit jokes, right? Fuck! No, I gotta go soon.
Yeah, thank God. I think I've got to go soon too. After this fucking horror show, this is like, I know that this is, it's pulling back the curtain, and showing people the, warts and all of comedy, and you're a very brave individual for showing people this. It's making me fucking.
This is so hard for me to watch.
It's making me uncomfortable on like 3 or 4 different. It's starting to rain now to the point. It's trying to cleanse what we're listening to.
At least we know from that bit.
Yeah, that
the Oppenheimer bit goes good.
Does it?
Well, it hasn't been probably good enough for me to keep it in the set.
No, there's no way, because it's like the whole joke is, Christopher Nolan makes long movies. We know, right?
What do you mean?
Well, that's what you've just established. That's you've made a quip out of how he makes long movies.
Yeah, that's good.
Great filmmaker.
Yeah.
Tenet, you can give it or take it, but Oppenheimer's great.
Yeah.
Dunkirk is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
As opposed to this.
All right, Joel. This is fucking my stand-up, not Joel's, not David and Margaret and just fuckhead.
Guys, has anyone here ever seen a lazy Italian woman?
No.
No, right? I moved out to the burbs, right? Heaps of Italian ladies there. They're always moving, right? And then the older they are, the quicker they're moving. You know, like they're carrying lemons and shit. It's wild, right? They are wild. It's awesome. Like they're moving with intent. They're like sharks. If they stop moving, they'll die. You know. Italian men though couldn't move any slower. No way. You know, by the time they've lit a cigarette, I've watched Godfather 1, 2, and 3. Mamma mia. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Nick, you can make these jokes because of your Italian background, right? But the thing is, I don't have an Italian background. I'm just a prick. Welcome to my culture. Anglo, we generalise, baby. The Netherlands, you get on in that shit. Yeah, dude.
So yeah, once again, Italian Women bit went pretty good.
I don't think it did.
It did. It went good.
I don't think
that was good.
It just,
But I've cut the Anglo culture bit out at the end.
Yeah, but then it was like, what was it?
The man bit goes good, and me being a prick goes good.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like personally, you know, not for me.
Yeah.
Because I just don't. It's not a relatable bit to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Yeah, no. And I would actually be curious for the amount of people that do see Italian women that are. What's the joke again? That they run.
Yeah.
That they're quick.
Yeah. I don't know. People seem to really laugh at the Italian men moving really slow because I do see them and they're always just chill, moving slow.
Right.
And I thought this bit wouldn't get any laughs, but now it's like a stable bit. Yeah. Anyway, weird.
Yeah, I gotta go soon. But yeah, you guys have been great. This is so fun. Yeah, guys, thank you very much.
Good. Jake show is on next.
Mate, I guess I can just walk up there, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. All right, mate. I got you on the helmet cam. What do you think, man? I think the 12 years a slave bit went a bit better at the second one.
I do reckon it went better.
So now we're on the third gig at the Grey Star.
Are you going to show that bit?
Maybe.
With that guy?
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Jayden, he filmed it.
Right.
Jayden May, I'll put his details on the bottom if you guys...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was being very complimentary.
Yeah, he was being very complimentary because I was paying him. So that one, man, I reckon...
The 20...
Wait, how much are you giving that out of 10?
What bit? The bit of...
The whole show. Yeah, the bit where I'm walking with Jayden. Can you rate that, please?
Yeah. That was the best bit of the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, you honestly want my feedback on that?
Yeah.
The last one was 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Hand to God.
Yeah.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10?
I'm telling you now. It was a fucking disaster. And I think, and I get it, but I think you play into a room of 10 people, it just doesn't... I understand that you need to try and work these things out.
Yeah.
But in front of 10 people, it just doesn't... If you're going to do side-by-side comparisons, sometimes being in a room with 10 people is not going to work to your benefit.
Yeah.
So I give that a... hang on, wait. No. I give that... First one was 6. That's good. That one is... That was a diabolical disaster.
Really?
Yeah.
No, well, like, I guess the people... I guess this is so good that you're telling me this.
Right.
Because, like in the room...
What do you think went good in that?
I think that there was such a small crowd and I was able to get them and everyone had a good time.
It's 10 people.
I know,
I've seen more people at a fucking bus stop.
I know. I know, but it's good. It's good that you see that side of it because I'm so fucking warped by comedy. I don't see that as a victory in terms of anything like career or whatever. But I see it as a victory that I thought I was going to eat it even harder.
Right.
So I got up there in front of 10 people and I'm like, well, I'm definitely not going to get any laughs whatsoever.
Yeah, I get it. It's an amicable thing to do.
No, it's not amicable.
No, it is.
None of this is amicable.
No. The fact that you are going to get up there in front of 10 people, I think in front of 10 people, and a lot of them are backpackers, you're going to eat shit no matter what. Yeah. It's just going to be what's going to happen. The fact that you went up and you did that is my hat's off.
But I didn't eat as much shit. So I put this on the internet, right? And I think, well, I didn't eat shit then. But then I'm showing it to a person who's never seen it before, and you're like, that was fucking awful.
Yeah, no.
That was awful.
I wouldn't say...
Which is great.
Joe,
you gave it a 3 out of 10. What do you mean it's not awful?
I didn't say it was awful.
But it's good. I like that you told me
I didn't say it was awful. I said it was diabolical.
Yeah.
And
all right. Well, now I feel better. I think first one at Bodrigi, was all right. 12 years a slave joke. I thought I would try it out. Yeah, it didn't go too good. And then the other one went okay. Heaps of backpackers in the crowd. So this is the third one now. I'm headlining this one. It looks pretty good. It looks great. It's at the Grace Darling. I love this pub. I never come here, but it's a good pub. Yeah. And then I'm riding back. Yeah. Both great audiences, though. Yeah. I thought Bodriga would be hard, but then they turned out real good. And I just forgot what I was going to say. This whole thing's been a fucking waste. Who cares? No one cares about what I think about my jokes. Anyway, the brothel waiting room thing, I made it that little bit better. So, yeah. I didn't make it any better.
No.
The brothel. It looked worse.
Yeah, I think...
What was I thinking here?
The thing is, this is really great from a delusional standpoint. Like, I think that's the thing. Like, in the moment, you probably thought that it did get better, but I can tell you now, as someone who's been forced by borderline fucking gunpoint to watch these 2, now 3 sets, that it didn't get better. It actually got worse.
I know, that's what I just said.
All around the country, make some noise, guys, for Nick Capper!
Give it up for Bertie, MCing online. Yeah, this is great. I'm loving it. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I don't need to tell you, but I've got a weird head. And it's I don't know. I used to have a big afro and I got it cut like a week ago.
Why the fuck didn't I learn from the first bit? Get to it quicker. Why did I put the afro bit back in?
Yeah, I don't know.
And watch the response it gets, Joel.
And I was worried that I wouldn't look funny anymore. And my friends were like, nah. You still got it covered, man. Like, you still got it. That I wouldn't look funny anymore. And my friends were like, nah. You still got it covered, man. Like, you still got it. Tepid at best. Idiot. That's what I get for fucking not getting to it quicker.
It got a 0.
It got a 0. Yeah. Anyway.
I get jealous of people that don't have wonky heads because, like, I've got to use my creativity and humour to get by in life because I have a divisive fucked face, right? Like, I saw it. Have any of you guys seen the leader of the Australian neo-Nazi party, Thomas Sewell, right? Handsome guy, right? He's a good-looking guy, and that annoys me. Right? That annoys me so bad because, like, he had his whole life ahead of him. A handsome dude. If you saw that I was the leader of the neo-Nazi party, you'd be like, I get it. The whole world's been against that guy since he was born. Right? Like, I kind of got compassion for him.
It's really cool, man, watching this from like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Because even though it went good then, I've trimmed it down so much so it just gets there quicker. I'm watching this and I'm like, hurry the fuck up, man. Like that's how nice this crowd was. Because basically I did one pretty ordinary bit, like, the Afro bit that did not work. And then it took me ages to get to that. God damn, dude. But nice crowd.
Then also it's this bit's dated now. Because it's a part of a bit that's tied to the news cycle.
Yeah, but not really. Everyone knows the neo-Nazi party.
Yeah, but no one knows
still
this.
goes good.
But you're using specific names.
Yeah.
It's dated already.
No, I'm pushing the button now.
Okay.
It's just like, he's got this nice face, right? And, and I don't know, like, I thought, well, he's more handsome than me, but he's not going to be as funny as me, right? And then I saw in an interview, he said, Heil Australia. And I was like, fuck. That is so funny, right? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, right? Could you imagine Australia during a blitzkrieg? Like, we'd take the meth, then just listen to Eminem and drink chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Fuckhead.
Yeah, that pisses me off that it got up like that. Don't touch me. No, but that Okay, well, those people. Hang on, where's this gig?
Yeah, it's Smith Street. It's
right.
Yeah, they catch the 86. A lot of methods on that train.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. But you're right. You are right, though, man. It's not
punching down.
I can't.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't get sad sack on me. That I was right.
No, but it's
not strong enough to keep in the set.
No.
It's not. I like to do stuff that's evergreen, and
then that's why you're using a rally for people that.
Man, what the hell? It's not like Thomas Sewell just because there's no more articles about him.
Right.
And you don't need to know who he is because I explain who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a handsome guy.
Right.
So
I
don't
give them the time of day, so I couldn't tell you.
But like, I have to think about what a waste of his face. Like, if I had his face and then my creativity and humour, I could create the ultimate Nazi party. It's just a dream. Talk to me after the show.
Nazi.
Yeah, I'm gonna not be on camera for that one.
Why?
Because I don't want to be tied into anything to do with that shit.
Why? That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
That I want to be part of a Nazi
Yeah, I get that.
party.
Yeah.
What? You think that I honestly think that?
No, but some people take.
And you
jokes,
think if you're tied to this, you're going to lose your job or
some
something?
people take jokes out of context. It's one of those things that's.
You've actually been very fair and great so far until
Right.
this.
Yeah.
Like this actually makes me feel weird. Sit back down, you fucking loser.
Just joking. Yeah, I bet it's so cool, like living in the 21st century. I am loving it, guys. Who's loving it, hey? It fucking rules, right? In your face, Ned Kelly. Right, but like, I reckon, even though we live in the LGBTQI age, I reckon there still are some words that are gendered, like the word spree, right? Because the word spree is only used for shopping or killing. Like when a woman goes on a spree, it's hard not to be like, hey, treat yourself. Yo, go, baby. Do your thing. You know. But when a man goes on a spree, it's hard to be supportive. You're like, hey, maybe don't go to school today, kids. At least wear the best. Both things happen in Northlands. Take that, Westfields. Camera's coming for you.
Yeah, it's a stable bit, but I think whenever I say the Northland bit, it's got to be with a suburban crowd. It can't be like with a trendy crowd like this because they're too cool. I mean, they're too smart for me to do that.
Yeah, but this
And
isn't it's not going to translate outside of Melbourne.
Yeah, it's not going to. Yeah, no, I don't do it. But yeah, anyway, stable bit.
No, hang on. What do you mean you don't do it? It's not going to. Like, if you were going to be in Sydney, would you do this bit?
I would do this bit, but I wouldn't say the Northland bit at the end.
What would you say?
I'd just leave it at that. I'll be like, hey, maybe don't go to school today, kids. It gets a big enough laugh.
Right.
That's it.
What you wouldn't put in Marrickville Metro or?
No, because there hasn't been like knife crime there.
Okay.
Well, maybe there has, but it hasn't been well documented.
Yeah, but guys, I'm gonna go soon. Just joking. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, any of you guys think about how hard it would be being the number 4? Because if you were the number 4, people would be like, "What's so special about you?" And you're like, "I'm the second even number." And they're like, "Who cares? That makes you number 2." And you're like, "No, I'm number 4." And they're like, "What's so special about you?" Well, I'm like, "Well, I'm the first composite number." And they're like, "What does that mean?" And you're like, "Well, I'm the first number that multiples of 1, more than multiples of 1 fit inside me." And they're like, "That sounds irrational." And you're like, "No, I'm a rational number." Anyway. Do you guys ever think about how hard that would be? Speaking of...
So yeah, this is a new bit I've been toying with, and I don't know why it gets laughed.
No, it's funny.
Is it funny?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Because I might have it in the show, but I only really do it in a set when I'm feeling like it.
Right.
You know, but anyway, yeah.
Mass, right? You know how many faces a dodecahedron has? Anyone know that? 12 faces, a dodecahedron, awesome shape, love it, one of my favourites. Right? Unlike my best friend Ben, 2 faces, right? He told me he was taking my wife skiing. Yeah. He was actually doing yodeling classes with her. No.
That's the best laugh that has got. No good. And then, yeah, I continue on and it doesn't get a good bit. I got so much hate because I put this on the internet and they're like, this isn't a good joke. And I fully agree with them. But I just thought it was funny that when I put it up there.
That I love yodeling. Right, now they got their own yodeling group. They booked their first gig aboard a paddle steamer in Brisbane. Meanwhile, I'm at home building a pizza oven big enough to fit my head in. Anyway, a bit of maths for you.
If there was some way to say the amount of faces a dodecahedron has, and then say, my best friend Ben, though, only 2 faces, told me he was taking my wife skiing.
Yeah.
I wonder if I just stop it there and that's it.
Yeah, it's almost like coming to the end of this bit. There's a slight hint of unraveling.
Yeah.
So maybe you do need to cut it at that point.
Yeah, just
because
cut it.
after that, it just like
it's no good.
It all falls apart.
No good at all.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
And, yeah, I'm gonna go soon, guys. Just joking. Yeah. But guys, I love technology now. Who's into the AI? Who's ChatGPT? Yeah, a few people. I saw this thing in the movies today, right?
Here we go, Joel. Let's see how it goes this time.
The Hollywood studios have bought this new like AI thing where you can change any movie to be any race, right? So not only can you watch it in the movie in that language, but let's say if you're Malaysian and you watch Oppenheimer and you're like, I want to watch Oppenheimer in Malaysian, the whole cast are Malaysian. Like, that fucking rules, right? So people in Malaysia can also say, whoa, that movie is too long. You know? So they can also get bored. Yeah, but what I found out is it lets you change some of the races, but it doesn't let you swap races, which is so annoying because I just want to enjoy 12 Years a Slave for once. Like it's so hard being a white guy watching historical movies. Anyway, fuck, I thought that one was going to work.
So I don't think there's any explanation needed there. We all know why I've retired this bit.
I hate that joke. It has no, it holds no value. Holds no.
I'm on to something. I'm on to something there.
It's not. The whole thing is like, first of all, why do you pick Malaysia out of all?
Because it's an interesting country to me.
Okay, great. Okay, you can have that one. Then you lean into the fact that we all know that he makes long movies. Like that's, you know.
Yeah, but I'm just telling it in a different way. That's comedy. You're just retelling something that someone already knows
Right, but
in a different way.
Don't know. They're not clued in on the tracking time of a Christopher Nolan movie.
They all know it's too long. They don't need to look at the tracking time.
Right.
They need to look at how much they're yawning.
Right. Okay.
You know. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that of all these.
I mean, we don't need to
It's the worst fucking joke. The worst.
But, yeah. But guys, I'll tell you what I'm tired of, right? And I'm sure you guys are sick of this too. Everyone talking about how impressive the fish are in the Mariana Trench. Like, people are talking up these fish all the time, right? For those who don't know, the Mariana Trench, 11 kilometres deep, right? And people are going, oh, how do the fish survive the pressures down there? How do they survive the pressures? It's so impressive. Anyone can survive physical pressures. You know, none of those fish are in debt. None of those fish are awaiting a parking fine from when they parked in a no standing zone outside a brothel, and it's definitely going to get mailed to their wife. Fuck the Mariana Trench, right? And fuck all the fish in it.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that bit works. Should I just leave that in this set? Or should I just cut it out? Because we don't need to watch it again, do we?
Do you mean
that bit?
Cut it out of the whole act?
Yeah. Anyway. It's a stable bit. I suppose I should show it again to go, hey, this is what it looked like in front of a good crowd. Even though it was a little bit slow at the start there.
Yeah.
Didn't have the fire of...
but would you, for your next gig, would you keep it in?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Anyway.
Yeah.
Good.
Because
Yeah. You liked the Mariana Trench bit before.
Yeah, and then I've slowed down on it, actually.
All right.
Your move, Attenborough. There's a new king in town. Speaking the truth in Fitzroy. Speaking of brothels, I was in a waiting room in a brothel the other day, and I saw that they had merch for sale, which is kind of odd, you know, like, it's fine, there's no shame in going to a brothel, I think it's fine, but merch for sale, like, I don't know who would want to outwardly tell the public that they've been to a brothel, you know, like, it's just I pointed to it and I said to my brother, that could ruin your marriage. Anyway, my brother wasn't there. I'll miss him. No, he's not dead. He moved to Sydney. But I'm gonna go soon. I don't know if this is any good.
Yeah, I gotta go soon. Save that whole thing. Brutal.
That whole thing died in the
It's
ass.
so bad.
It's so bad.
So bad.
It was like, even the bit that is supposed to pull it out, like, oh, he's not dead, he's in Sydney.
Yeah.
It got a fucking 0.
Nothing. And you can tell the crowd are like, I've taken the piss a little bit here. I need to get him back on side. Because I've taken the piss a lot here.
That was horrendous.
Sometimes I look at my hands and I'm like, whoa, I can choke myself. Do you reckon beavers build dams for business or pleasure? Your move, Attenborough.
So lately I've been... I haven't done it in...
No, hang on. Was that the second time you've used your move, Attenborough, in this set?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that just a panicked statement?
Yeah, but I think it's a good... I think it's a good thing.
It's not like... You would classify it as a callback, but it's like... It's only a callback if it gets...
Yeah.
A fucking chortle when it happens the first time.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
That was... What's happening now is you're unraveling.
I'm unraveling.
And you're panicking.
A little bit.
Yeah, I would say.
But the coolest thing about... So this bit I was like... this always gets a laugh when I sometimes look at my hands and I'm like, they're big enough that I could choke myself. And for some reason that goes great.
Right.
And I'm trying to have these like little 1 second bits like that. It doesn't matter if they go good or bad.
Okay.
And it's like, do you think beavers build dams for business or pleasure? And then just move on as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And so, yeah, they go good. So I forgot to do them in the other sets.
Okay.
But I just wanted to show people that I saw this guy who's really good, Jack Knight, in Brisbane, one of my favourite new comics. Probably my favourite new comic.
Okay.
So good. And he's got all of these, great little things that he does. And I was like, oh, that's really good, because he's buried me so many times in Brisbane. He's the king of Brisbane, basically.
Right.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
That's awesome. So Alfie Langer is not the king of Brisbane.
It's this Jack Knight guy.
Okay.
Right, you can have pizza for him. I went to London years ago, and I thought, oh, cool, this is where, this is where fucking Australians started. This is cool, so many landmarks, Big Ben, the other thing. And then I got there, and I was like, whoa, how great is cocaine? I didn't see one thing, right? I just saw the inside of a toilet talking about the stock market. It was so fun. But guys...
someone from the audience was from London.
Yeah. And that London joke is probably like 8 years old at this point, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah. And I was like, I'll just do it because as you said, I was panicked, I was floundering.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll do this whole bit, and it went good. So yeah, that's it. And a lot of that cocaine I did in London was with you.
Oh, fuck off.
So when you were living there.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't with you.
Yeah, good. For the record,
I lived out in Abbotsford. Now I've moved out to the burbs, right? I've moved out to Reza. Has anyone here been to Reservoir? Yeah. It's so cool, eh? Like, one thing I noticed out there, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Has anyone here ever seen a lazy Italian woman? Yeah. Really? Fuck, dude, that's like a UFO, right? Because like I'm there, heaps of Italian ladies there. They are moving quick, right? And they're always moving with intent. They're always doing shit, always carrying lemons and shit. Like it's wild, right? And it seems the older they get, the faster they move. They're like sharks. If they stop moving, they'll die. Right? Italian men though couldn't move any slower. And, you know, by the time they've lit a cigarette, I've watched Godfather 1, 2, and 3. Mamma mia. No, it's a cheap joke to make. I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, Nick, you can make these jokes because of your Italian heritage. You know? But the thing is, I don't have an Italian heritage. I'm just a prick. Welcome to my culture.
Yeah, so once again, the defence rests. I don't know why we're debriefing this third set.
No, what do you mean the defence rests on that bit?
Yeah, it's good.
Do you think that that's a good bit?
It's a good bit.
I don't know.
It goes good.
I don't know.
It's a stable bit.
It doesn't work for me.
Okay.
It's like
okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
And the great thing about any art form, it's subjective, and it just doesn't. It's not for me.
Okay.
That whole bit.
I
watched it 3 times. And it still does not get any better. It's fucking rubbish.
This is great. Would you do another one of these if I recorded another one?
No, you have to fucking pay me because this is like, it at times, and like I said before, it's an amicable thing to do to pull back the curtain to reveal the mystique, all that stuff about this. As a person who has to watch this, it's painful. This bit's painful. This bit is on par with the M&M chocolate milk bit.
They got a good laugh.
And then it's like
sometimes I think this is down to you.
But then it's like, oh, it's you know, the Italian blah 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 blah. Godfather Part 1, 2, 3. I get it. It's like that's it's like this is at times.
You're flailing now. You're panicking and flailing.
It's low-hanging fruit. It's like you just picked the most famous Italian movies of all time.
Yeah.
Why don't you say Rocky or some other shit like
that?
Oh,
Rocky.
Yeah, no, that's
the cult hit Rocky?
I was making a point. I was making the point.
The Italian cult hit Rocky.
No shit.
People always associate Italians with Rocky.
He's a fucking Italian stallion.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't associate Italians with Rocky.
Are you kidding me?
No, never.
Eddie Murphy's got that bit where he talks about it.
Yeah, but that was from 40 years ago, Joe.
Yeah, and the Godfather's from
Rodney
the 70s.
Dangerfield had a
fucking
Italian bit too.
It's from the 70s.
Happens to me a lot. But yeah, what else was I talking about? Oh, guys, any cake fans in tonight? What's your favourite cake? No? Okay. Fuck, alright, sorry. Didn't want to release the trauma. What about yours?
Hash cake.
Sticky day.
Oh, hash cake. Alright, far out. Didn't know we had a Greens voter in the audience. Just joking. Yeah, what did you say?
Sticky day.
Sticky day? That's not a cake. What the fuck are you? A fucking crazy person? What are you on day release, brother? What? Ass cake. Holy shit. We got a real bunch of clowns in this audience. I'm starting to get intimidated. First ass cake, now ass cake. What's next? 12 years a slave joke funny than mine? Fuck! I tell you what I like, cheesecake. Right? That's the best cake in my opinion. Yeah. Because you can have a cheap cheesecake, still tastes good. And when you get a good cheesecake, you're like, oh my god, this is so good, I'm going to leave my wife. Like, it's so good, you know. Like, I reckon cheesecake is like getting a tattoo of a helicopter. Because even if you get a bad tattoo of a helicopter, people are still like, whoa! You got a tattoo of a helicopter, you know. But if you get a good tattoo of a helicopter, people are like, whoa! That is a great tattoo, plus. It's of a helicopter. You know, anyway, is that too relatable? I gotta go soon.
Where the fuck did that come from?
That's this cheesecake bit I've been doing lately.
But it doesn't relate to the previous sets.
No.
And also, like, the coming to the end of your set, I know it's the end of the night when you've done 3. Now you decide to do some crowd work.
Yeah, that's it. I forgot to do that bit.
What's your favourite cake?
It's in another one of my. You go back to my YouTube videos. It's called Lego Cake and Aristotle. Look at that, and you'll see it go better there. But yeah, it's just this bit. In each set, I like to put a bit of danger there.
Right.
So I ask people what their favourite cake is.
Okay.
And it can go right or is wrong.
Right.
But you always kind of got a parachute.
But what would you say in that? Did it go right or wrong in that instance?
I guess there was just like those 2 people yelling out arse and hash.
Yeah.
And like that's not funny at all because they're the funniest cakes to yell out. But if someone yells out like carrot, you'd be like, oh, carrot cake. Oh, well, we all know the icing does the heavy lifting on a carrot cake, you know?
Yeah.
Or if someone says something like mud cake, you go, oh, like it a bit crazier than chocolate, do you? Hey, what are you driving, a Lexus? Fooey! You know, or if someone goes, oh, like a Pavlova or something, you go, oh, that's a bit basic. What are you shopping at Sports Girl? You know, just kind of like more in the moment bit.
Right.
Yeah. And it's fun to do. It doesn't get... It's like a 7 out of 10 bit, but it's fun to do for me.
A 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
No.
Not that you haven't seen it go good. That was like 5. But yeah.
Yeah. If you're being generous.
Yeah. I'm being generous.
I give it a 4.
A 4?
Yeah, I give it a 4.
Okay. All right.
I give it a 4.
But a fun bit to do, and it probably will stay in the show.
No.
Yeah.
You're going to keep that in there.
Yeah, I like to keep it organic.
Oh, I don't think that's got.
You got to have stuff that's fun for you. You know?
Do you mean for you specific?
Yeah.
I can't even pronounce that word, but yeah okay. So your barometer in watching this now, the crowd work, cheesecake, helicopter tattoo bit that gets a big tick. Yeah. Look, to be honest, the way you're watching it and stuff and the way it isn't helping it that much. Right.
You know, but I'm sure if you're in the room with it, you would see it going good. You know, you would see.
No, because I'm not in the room.
Yeah.
But I'm feeding off the reaction.
And that's fair. That's fair.
How many people are in the crowd?
At this one, I don't know, I guess 50 or 60 or something.
Which means 30.
Yeah, probably 30. Oh, was it 30? Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking you're trying to pump the numbers up there.
No. Man, these aren't gigs that I'm running. I've got no reason to pump them up.
Yeah, no. I'm just I'm just trying to get a.
And these are open
trying to get
mic
a context of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know, I made a big mistake in Japan. I went there with no cash or card, right? I just went there with my phone. I saw you can pay with your phone. And they're like, no, we don't accept PayWave here. And I'm like, why not? And they said, we don't have the technology yet. I'm like, the concierge in my hotel is a robot dinosaur. The toilet just sent me a text message. Like, hey, bro, nice hog. How'd you get that thing through customs? I can tell I've taken the piss with the crowd a bit too far.
Right.
And then I did the Japan bit, real old bit, you know, like two years old.
Yeah.
And you can hear the difference, like the crowd are like, oh yeah, cool, a Polish bit, nice. Thank you. So hard for me to choose. Oh my God. You can shoot them. That's the one more you do get. Anyway, guys, I've been your captain. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, yeah, man, that was a fun set. That was a great room. The Grace Darling, run by Mort. I don't know if Mort's a new comic. He's really good. And, yeah, that one went great. The audience seemed to like it. I think I took the piss a fair bit in the middle there. I could feel them getting tired, but you end with the whole bit, it's fine.
What was your favorite, out of the 3, what was your favourite set?
There's like weird victories. Each one, I think they're all partly failures, but I think there's a different victory in each one. The first one, I was like, I think I was first or second on there,
Right.
and they were a hard crowd. Like the MC was getting nothing in the first one, and then I got up and they were good, you know. But I could tell I was walking on eggshells, so that was good. The second one, there wasn't many people there, and I thought I was going to die. And this material isn't that old at all. Like, as you can tell, there's still a lot of stutters, still taking way too long to get to the... So it was good to just I had a fun time up there. I had fun at all 3 gigs. And then the third one, I was headlining, so I just had heaps of fun up there.
Okay.
I was like loving it, you know? Yeah, but then I did feel like a dip in the middle, and I just was like, all right, I'm getting paid to do this, time to just end on some old stuff.
Okay.
And so, yeah, the whole thing was a really cool experience. And then I went up to the store in Sydney like 2 weeks after this or something. And the set is tight then. I was able to do 15 minutes of new, basically. And there was one night where I had to lean back on the America thing. And there's another bit, this is Jurassic Park bit that I did, that I put in there. But yeah, so yeah, that's it, man. What did you think of that one? Was that the best one, you reckon?
No, the first one.
First one was the best.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
First one was good in patches.
Yeah.
Second one, I think, with the crowd as well. It didn't help that there was 10 people there.
You've mentioned that like 80 times.
Yeah.
But that's good. The crowd, the viewers will want to hear that again.
Yeah.
Okay, so the third one.
The third one was okay.
Yeah.
But I think if you were going to do an aggregate of what they were,
yeah,
I think overall what we're looking at here, room for improvement.
Yes.
A lot of room for improvement.
Yeah.
Overall, you get a pass mark. I give it all.
Yeah.
A 6 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being very generous.
Yeah. You are being generous.
Very generous.
But
what are you going to do to improve on this?
Well, that's cool. That's the coolest thing. I probably should have done this with you after I'd improved it, and then show you the improved set.
Right.
You know, which I did in this other one, this Lego one that I've put a video up of.
Right. The
previous video before this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to improve it, I guess just streamline it, get into it quicker. But also, I think what really needs to happen is a lot of this material, to me, is not personal enough.
Right.
So I think to have personal stuff and have this stuff spread throughout it would be good.
Yeah, but then if you...
And have these as more like little quick B-side fast jokes.
But then you need to be careful.
Rather than the dominant bits.
But then you need to be careful because there's a bit that you get too personal. And it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I love making people uncomfortable. It's so good. It makes it so fun. So that's the cool thing. But yeah, I think a lot of this is B-side material, in my opinion, and it just needs a lot of work organically. This sounds so shit. I hate talking about the craft and all that, but you know, that's what this video is basically.
Right.
Because there's no art or anything. It's not like, ooh, you know, it's uncomfortable for me to talk about actually.
And it's uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
In certain aspects. Continue.
But yeah, basically, it was good because I did it at the Comedy Store in Sydney, which is a great crowd.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people were impressed that I did all new there, and it was good, and it went great, you know. However, it doesn't work everywhere. They're a really nice crowd at the store, and it's not rooted in I don't know. It's just not like, it just doesn't have enough, I don't know, bones in it or something. I don't know what you would say. It just doesn't have enough. Yeah.
But I think also the confidence level. Once you work out the better parts of it, then I think, there's a few bits in there where you can tell you've got no confidence and you're flailing, and then you move through it way too fast, and then you do the weird head thing, and then you just scream.
But people like that.
And then you just scream, fuck.
Yeah, that's fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I like that. I like it knowing that can go wrong, you know. And I thought you would like that more. I thought you would laugh at me screwing up more.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it through the lens of more of a artistic endeavour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Highbrow.
Yeah.
Which is what I am.
But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. Now, look, if you've watched the whole way of this movie, if you've watched this whole video, number one, props to you. No one can ever brag to you about seeing some art house film because you go, I watched this fucking dude with scoliosis who's 43 do 3 sets of comedy. That's hard. That's a harder watch than any foreign film ever. But yeah, I am a legitimate comedian, so you can look at any of my specials on this and see that I do okay. So please watch those. Thank you, Joel, for jumping in on this. Thank you
for bringing me along on this journey.
So I would have to pay you to do this again.
No, it's fine. You cook me dinner, but it is an amicable thing that you've done.
Never say this.
No, but it is because it's one of those things where a lot of people put up polished stuff and it's great. But in this instance, it's warts and all. It really does showcase how much shit you've got to eat in order to get to a good bit. And for that, I will unfortunately say I applaud you for it. And that's it.
Well, that's good. This has been a totally idiotic, stupid thing. And probably a lot of comedians aren't going to like this and think I'm crazy.
Well, the retention rate's going to be interesting because we've been talking for fucking 47 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
I'm on the old beast. I couldn't find the keys to the Royal Enfield tonight, so I'll take this rig.